Hey, how you doing? Welcome to or welcome back to Equalized Sound and Auto Repair. This is Chris back with another video for you guys today. Today we're changing the brakes and the rotors on a 2014 Chevy Equinox, and it is all-wheel drive. So let's get it in. Let's look at these. This is what we're looking like right now. So we're getting ready to change these guys out. Show you some of the tools you're going to need. Well, basically the tools you're going to need. You're going to need a 3/8 ratchet, 14 millimeter to take off your calipers. Okay. You're gonna need a 18 millimeter and probably a breaker bar for these, unless you have an impact, which is your rotor bracket to get to your rotors. Other than that, you'll need a C-clamp or a brake kit. We're gonna do the old school way today. I do have the brake kit, but we're gonna do the old school way just for those who don't have this kind of stuff. So let's get it in. I might be able to do this with one hand right now before I push stop. Let's do this. So bear with me, one hand. And we got our magnet trays. Yes, we do. Put this one over here. All right, let's get it in. Try to get y'all the best view as possible. On the top, got one at the bottom. All right, sometimes they don't come out like this, so it's great. I usually go top and bottom how they came out, because sometimes the bolts will act funny, so I always set them up top, bottom like that. I did not get my screwdriver. Well, I do have this guy that broke on me, so we're going to use him to compress the caliper over. Get a nice good compress. That should come right up. Get our brake caliper hanger. You can get these on Amazon. Come in different kits, but I think I got mine in an 8-piece kit, probably for about 20 bucks or something like that, maybe less than that. Can't really verify that right now. So let's put this caliper hanger on here. I'm doing this with one hand, guys. Bear with me. And we're gonna hook it up here. There we go, up here on the shotgun, just to keep her out the way for the moment. Let's get this light out of everybody's face. All right, so this is what we got. Check your guide pins, make sure they're nice and lubed. Okay, check your rotors and your brakes. If you already know, let's see if they got to go. This guy's all the way down. This guy's got a little bit of life left, but he done started chipping up in there. See that guy? All right, so let's get him on out of there. So you might need a hammer or something, but hopefully yeah, these just popping out. Let's see if this one do it too. Light. I got light. Let's see if I can crank it from up here. Yay. Got a little wiggle room. There we go. That's one out. Let's go to the other side. All right, got him out. Your brake screamer, it goes on the back, on the inside. Okay, so after you get those out, I'm about to set this camera up. Hold on one second. All right, so let's come over here, make sure you guys can see. I had to drop it down a little bit. Hopefully that's good enough. Let me wipe this lens off a little bit just for GP. Looks like I got some brake grease on it. Excuse me for a second. Yep, we want the best view possible. All right, so now that we already got the rotors broke free back here. 18 millimeter, you're gonna go up. But always check and make sure right tight lefty loosey. Let's get her back on there, and I definitely will use a 6-point breaker impact socket. Get them broke free. All right, we're just gonna work her all the way out. All right, at least get one out. Let's do that. Switch over. Good old Milwaukee friends. Let's put it on level 2. Alright. It's always good to speed up the process. 1, 2. And slide her off. And this one has hopefully I can get this out. Let's see. It has looks like a like a T25 right there. Let's see. right over here. So let me get that and get this guy out of there, and I'll be right back. Okay, so still on this, after further investigation and going through a few things, this is a T30. You're gonna need to get your rotor out. So about to set that up, get him on out. I don't have a 1/4-inch socket right now on me, so let's go get one. All right, so we back. Let's get her all the way out. T30, pretty long. We're gonna put a little anti-seize or some brake grease on this, just so it don't lock up in there. It's a pain in the ass when they do. Oh my goodness. All right, so you're gonna need a 2-pound sludge or a 4-pound sludge. And you don't have to do this right here, but I usually do. Let's hit it with some PB Blaster around the area over there. Spilling stuff. All right, you don't have to do this, but it don't hurt neither. So let's do that. Start banging on this sucker. I'm glad I did put something on there. Let's get this out the way. Kind of work it. There we go. That's how you get that. Man, this bad boy is strong. It's nice and heavy. All right, so we got everything off. Let me get the parts that we're gonna need, and I'll be right back. We must match them up, make sure everything's gravy, and then we'll start compressing back the brake caliper here in a little bit. All right. All right, so we back again. We got all the parts that we need. So you got your rotors. Let's match them up. I usually made them like this, and they should line up. Everything looks good on this one. They set together like they love each other. So let's pull this one on up off. Look how beautiful she is. Wowzers. All right, now let's quit playing. Got some new brake clamps and everything. And grab an old pad just to match up everything. Make sure they're the right size, and they are. Check everything as far as your pins and all that, just to make sure. And these are the correct pads. They did a different design on the V here, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, let's start setting everything up. So let's move crap out the way. All right, let's roll on in here. And you're gonna need some brake parts cleaner. I already have some. Take you a wire brush, clean up in here, get all this other rust and stuff out of there. Anything visible. That way you can get your rotor on a little better. Might not hurt anything or be an obstacle or nothing, but that's a lot of old rotor pieces coming out of there. So clean it up. You don't need nothing in there that don't need to be. And this is the stuff that you don't see all the time on other videos, this kind of cleanup, unless you're doing it off camera, but figured I'd do a little bit of that real quick. All right, so we verified our rotor. Slide this on. I'm gonna get some brake parts cleaner before I do anything else. Oh yeah, make sure your screw bolt lines up. See, I'm in the way. After I clean that up, raise this up some. So your screw bolt here, make sure that's lubed. So we're about to spray that right now, even though I'm gonna put some anti-seize on it, but it's pretty rusty. So after cleaning all that up, line up your screw hole. I should, yep, right there, it's lined up. Let me get some brake parts cleaner. And I definitely can feel it that I got rust in my shoes. Oh my goodness, I feel it. All right, got our brake parts cleaner. Actually, I'm gonna do this last because I got a little brake grease on my fingers. So let's get our rotor bracket back on. Actually, since I already lubricated that, I'm gonna put some brake grease. Did I grab that? See, I'm not grabbing stuff. Let me get all this stuff. Be right back. All right, so let's get this rotor screw on there. I recommend you don't use an impact on this. I'm gonna hand tighten this as much as you can, and then just give it a little crank. It don't have to be real tight, it just needs to support the rotor, basically. Usually back in the day, you didn't have to use one of these. They didn't really have them, but now that I got this, let me set my get my wrench. Let's get it on, starting to tighten up. And once it stops, that's it. All right, now he's on there. Let's go ahead and get our bracket for the rotor. Just moved it. There we go. Rotor bracket. And let's go up top with this camera. Scoot back some so we can get a better view. I think that might be good. Yep, looks great to me. Get this in here. Yeah, I probably should come on this side, but I'll just show you here in a second if you don't remember. And what I usually do is I'll lock the top in. That way I got the top in. Let me just bring this over here. And is that good? Got the curve. Yep. Okay. Good spot. All right. All right, so we're in a good spot for this side now. Move stuff out the way because I'm in a constricted area. So yeah, I use that for gravity just so I can work. So let's grab the bottom, move our lighting, more lighting. There we go. Put our bottom in, wiggle it till you feel it, and start hand tightening as much as you can. You can impact it in, but if you don't, then just go with your regular ratchet again. I'm gonna do the slow roll impact. Put it on, change it to level 2. Don't do the bottom or the top before you get them both in, so they'll be set. There we go. And after we do that, we're gonna check it. Check the breaker bar. Excuse me one moment. Sorry about the camera. Let's loosen, let's go tight. All right, so we're just gonna make sure. Yep, and yep, that's tight enough. All right, so we got those. Pop these clips out. Let's see. There we go. Match them up. Everything looks gravy. Bam. Yep, everything looks good. Let's proceed. Make sure we're good. All right, got that there. Pop these down like that. Make sure we set. All right, got that in there. I usually pry a little bit. Let's make sure these snap in. Sometimes they don't, and you'll have a problem getting the clips in, getting your pads in. Got him out. Let's match it up again. They should all be the same, but some cars, the clips top and bottom are different. So sometimes they'll switch up the style of the clips, but we want to make sure they're the same. Bam, and they are. Let's go back in. And we got it in. Let's check both sides. And let's pop this up in here. Let's just make sure. All right, looks like we're all set to go ahead and proceed with the brake grease. A little grease there, you don't have to glob it. A little grease there, you don't have to glob it. Same thing on all of them. No globs. All right, we already checked these before we took them off. They were great. All right, so now let's put the pads in. All right, screamer on the inside. Set them in the groove. Hopefully it'll go in great for me. I hate the backside of cars. There we go. Yay, I got a good day today. All right, go to the other side. You might not be able to see. So let's do this real quick. So we're back. I stopped the video. Let's pop it in. Oops, did I do that? I grabbed the same one. So this one goes on the other side because I already got my screamer clip in on this side. So always remember that it goes at the top and it goes on the inside. So this is the outside. Get that in there, make sure it's set and flush. All right, let me set this camera back up so we can push this brake caliper piston back. And we're gonna do the old school way. The old school way. So, here we go. But now, I do this moving around a lot because I like people to see, and it's better to be able to see than not. So, I want people to get the best visual possible. So, let's get ready to push this caliper piston back. I think I got a good tilt. All right, hopefully that's a good set. And drop this right here. Let's go right here. Put some extra lighting. Grab her up and over. And flip her up like that. Okay, got her there. Back this up some for a better shot. All right. And we're gonna go old school today with the C-clamp. Slide her down. And grab your old brake pad just like that. Put it on the back. This is a fast C-clamp. Don't worry about it sliding on you. It'll happen. And just slide it on up, and then you can adjust it from there. It's kind of awkward doing it with the slit on it. There. There we go. So, push come to shove, this is the C-clamp method. And just get her flush up on there. I'm trying to do this. There we go. So make sure it's flush like that. Start cranking it. And it should start to go back pretty easy. If it doesn't, then probably have a problem with your brake caliper piston, and you might have to replace it. But these are going back very nice and smooth. And once it stops, it stops. And it's still going. That crinkling you hear is this little metal plate on the back. Should have popped it off, but don't hurt nothing. But you want to go all the way back. Don't stop and go halfway, then try to put it on. I've been there. Just take it all the way back. Because you'll be trying to get it on and cheat. Nope, don't do it. Put a little brake grease on both sides like that. Not too much. Don't make it sloppy. Forget dirt, rain, salt, all that stuff gets down here, so you don't want all that sticking on your pads. All right, time to break her free and flip it back. And then you put your caliper bolts back in, flip her back around. Make sure you flip her the right way, because it will mess with your braking. All right, push your guide pins in. Right, smack it a couple times if you need to. There we go. And let's go with these caliper bolts, and we're done. And let's go with our top bottom, where they came out. One top. And the bottom. So you got your chop bottom. After you get those in, let's go ahead and tighten them. And that is the process. Let's see what side. Let's go in left, let's go right. And get our 14 again. And finish her on up. Before you tighten that one, always tighten this one close enough too, so you don't offset your caliper. Then give it a crank. This is rated for 35 foot-pounds, so that's about what it is anyway. So Milwaukee, thanks for making this 35 foot-pound ratchet wrench. And yeah, that's how you do the brakes on a 2014 Chevy Equinox. So same process applies to the other side. And don't forget to pump your brakes when you're done doing the complete job. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on the next video. This is Chris, Equinox Sound and Auto Repair, and I'm out.